Death of a mere lock. The details and connections ahead.
2 long weeks of protests in Ottawa, Canada, causing disruptions in the city. Why they are protesting, up ahead.
This is Portage County's TV2, broadcasting from the campus of Kent State University. Streaming online at kentwired.com.
But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Even though there is so much against us, you will see me wearing a face covering.
And even with my face covered,
you will see me
as a son,
as a friend to everyone I meet,
as a fighter for change,
as a woman who stands up for what I believe in.
So join me in wearing a face covering
to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because this is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us all together.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back. A local flower shop is preparing for its big day, Valentine's Day, that is.
TV2's Gabby Jonas has more. Hi, Gabby.
Hi guys, that's right. The owner of a local flower shop called Acorn and Evergreen is excited to arrange the shop's Valentine's Day plans. Take a look. After being a florist for 25 years, Linda Borman has grown her appreciation for flowers over time.
I fell in love. I feel very fortunate that I did find my passion, just that touch with nature, the softness of them, the fragrance, and the fact that I get to see new ones all the time.
From weddings to other holidays, Linda and her team have a passion for petals.
Being part of special days for them, helping them pick stuff, and my employees.
We are friends outside of work, and she is my boss, has been for 22 years. She's just there for you whenever you need her. She's actually the godmother to one of my kids. She was a bridesmaid in my wedding. I was a bridesmaid in her wedding.
Unfortunately, like other small businesses, the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic hit hard.
There were supply shortages, which we're still dealing with, flower shortages. It was very stressful. It was hard.
But it's the flowers that keep Linda going.
Just to have that hopeful color and scent.
And during this season of love, whether you've been hit with Cupid's arrow or not, there are a variety of roses and other flowers to go around.
I love these. These are Veronicas.
And with a heavy heart, Linda is giving back to the community.
We're gonna have buckets set up and you'll be able to make your own bouquets. Everything is so pretty. And then after we close the shop, we turn the music up, maybe a bottle of wine or two gets open, and we just really have fun designing.
Still, day in and day out, deciding a favorite flower is never easy.
I would say that my favorite flower changes pretty much weekly, but in the spring, it's gotta be tulips. I have tulips on the ground now, hydrangeas, and peonies on the way.
Acorn and Evergreen will be open on Valentine's Day this Monday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. For TV2 News, I'm Gabby Jonas.
What a heartwarming story. Chris, do you have a Valentine?
I do this year, actually.
Who's yours?
Mine is my mom.
Mine's my mom. Della, who's your Valentine?
My Valentine is definitely my little sister. She's my best friend in the world. Loving her from the distance this year.
Are we going to have beautiful Valentine's weather this week?
Honestly, it's not too bad. So let's check out our weekly forecast and I will let y'all know. So this weekend we're going to have Super Bowl and Valentine's Day all together. It's going to be so much fun. So before that we got clouds on Wednesday. Thursday we're going to have a little bit of snow. Nothing like we saw last week. Don't freak out. There's no need to panic. Little bit of shower on Friday, no big deal. Then on Friday night, we are going to get a cold front. That's why we have our single digits in the lows overnight on the weekend. But it should be pretty clear for Super Bowl Sunday and then Valentine's Day Monday. And then on Tuesday, it'll just be partly cloudy again. There's no really need to worry about that. It's going to be pretty chill. No pun intended. So let's check it out. That's all I have for today. Have a great night, Portage County, and make good choices.
Has been charged with second-degree murder in connection to the shooting death of a 38-year-old man. The underlying case behind a no-knock warrant and police raid that killed 22-year-old Amir Locke last week.
Nekisi Speed is Amir Locke's cousin. The charging document in the case reveals that Speed was living in the same apartment complex as Locke and had access to his apartment that police raided on February 2nd. Prosecutors are seeking to have Speed tried as an adult.
At least one person was killed and another wounded in a shooting at a Fred Meyer grocery store in Washington yesterday. The suspect, 39-year-old Aaron Christopher Kelly, was captured hours later on an interstate northeast of Richland.
Kelly allegedly entered the store just after 11 a.m., pushing a cart with a duffel bag and a backpack. He had a short conversation with 38-year-old Justin Crumbaugh before opening fire. Crumbaugh was pronounced dead at the scene. The other victim was rushed to the hospital and remains in critical condition.
The Canadian capital of Ottawa is in a state of emergency as protests over the COVID-19 vaccine and testing rules continue.
CNN's John Lawrence has more on the 2-week-long demonstrations in the city.
We need more help.
Ottawa's police chief says the city is under siege.
A nationwide insurrection driven by madness. There is no concrete plan for such a scenario.
The chief is now asking the mayor's office for a significant increase in resources to deal with a flood of protesters opposing COVID policies, which began with truckers calling themselves the Freedom Convoy, who are opposing a recent mandate requiring drivers entering Canada to be fully vaccinated or face testing and quarantine requirements.
We are stretched to the limit, but we are 100% committed to using everything we have to end this demonstration.
The mayor declared a state of emergency for the city, citing the serious danger and threat to the safety and security of residents posed by the ongoing demonstrations. The mayor also says they're trying to end protests peacefully and are not trying to rile up the protesters, fearing if they do, demonstrations may take a darker turn.
When you're trying to put out a fire, you don't throw oil on it. We don't want to see the kind of activity and loss of life that we saw in the Capitol just a year ago in Washington.
Everyone's tired of COVID. But these protests are not the way to get through it.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Ohio will get nearly $50 million this fiscal year from the federal government to reclaim abandoned coal mines across the state. There are 6,000 underground coal mines across 450,000 acres of land that cause problems like water pollution and landslides. The money is part of $725 million allocated to 22 states and the Navajo Nation. The Interior Department hopes that cleanup efforts will help create union jobs and promote economic revitalization for the region.
The Ohio Supreme Court rejected the Redistricting Commission's new legislative maps yet again. Those opposed say the maps do not represent the 54 to 46% ratio in Republicans to Democrats in the state. meaning they believe the maps violate anti-gerrymandering laws. 3 Republican judges in the Ohio court disagreed with the vote, saying they shouldn't have the power to regulate the redistricting commission. February 17th is the deadline for a new legislative map to be voted on for a 3rd time.
Peloton's plans to build its first U.S. factory in Wood County, Ohio were scrapped today as the company continues to lose revenue and subscribers. A spokesman confirmed that the factory building, called Peloton Output Park in Troy Township, will be sold once external construction is complete. Peloton invested close to $100 million in the Troy area throughout the construction period. The factory was set to create 2,100 jobs.
And after the break, we'll preview tonight's showdown between Kent State and Bowling Green at the Mack Center. Keep it locked here.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Welcome back. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has officially declared this Sunday as Cincinnati Bengals Day here in Ohio.
That's right. He's encouraging all Ohioans to wear orange and black and cheer on the Bengals as they play to win Ohio's first Super Bowl championship. Now, Chris and I are from Pittsburgh, so we're no strangers to Super Bowl championships, but we're still excited for you Ohioans.
Now, Gabe, things look pretty exciting where you are, and we have a big game of our own here in Kent tonight. What do you have for us?
Hey guys, how's it hey in Portage County? I'm Gabe Collura. Let's talk the men's basketball showdown tonight at the Mack Center. Now this game has huge implications in the Mid-American Conference. Bowling Green coming in, as we know, the top 8 seeds get the chance to play for a MAC championship. Bowling Green currently sitting in that 8th spot with Northern Illinois just chomping at the bit. Kent State sitting pretty at 4th, but they would like to gain some ground on Ohio, who is 1st in the MAC. Now, here are my keys to a Kent State victory. The Flashes have been getting impressive results from their star junior guard, Sincere Carey, and Carey has to carry. The first time these two teams met was a chilly day at Bowling Green in late January. It was a high-scoring affair. Sincere Carey had 30 points that night. Kent State's going to need another big performance from him. The Flashes also have to play strong defensively. The Flashes allowed the Falcons to score 83 points in that January 29th showdown. You can't always rely on outscoring your opponent. And finally, the Flashes are going to need help off the bench. They certainly had that last Saturday when Gio dropped 21. My score prediction tonight, I think the Flashes are going to grind out a win in a close game. I'm taking the Flashes over the Falcons by a final score 71-68. It's a revenge game for Bowling Green after all, and the Falcons are going to have to come to the MAC ready for action. Now, shifting gears to our women's team. The Flashes took care of the Miami Redhawks yesterday in dominating fashion by a score of 83-61. Junior forward Nyla Blackford once again led the way for Kent State as she scored a game-high 22 points and notched 9 rebounds. The win boosts the Flashes to a 5-6 MAC record as they sit a half a game out of that crucial 8th seed for a playoff spot. The Flashes' next contest is tomorrow at Central Michigan. Tip-off is at 7 p.m., and you can catch the action on ESPN3. Well, that'll do it for sports. I've been Gabe Collura, and be sure to follow us live at TV2 KSU Sports for live updates of this game tonight at the MAC Center between Kent State and Bowling Green. You can catch the action once again on ESPN3 tonight or live at the MAC Center if you want to come catch the action. I've been Gabe Collura. Keep it real, Portage County.
It's Olympic season. More on the events that are sparking conversation when TV2 returns.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Welcome back. The Winter Olympics are happening right now in Beijing, China.
So far, Sweden's leading the pack with the most gold medals, but athletes from all over the world are vying for their shot at a medal. After the first day of competition in Olympic figure skating, Nathan Chen holds a commanding lead after a record-setting performance.
This comes after he helped elevate Americans to silver in figure skating after winning first place in the men's short program. He says his performance now makes him feel redeemed after not being exactly where he wanted to in the previous Winter Olympics.
That my mission is to use sport as a force for unity, to use it as a form to foster interconnection between countries, and not use it as a divisive force.
U.S.-born skier Eileen Gu just took home Olympic gold for China. Gu captured gold in free skiing big air this morning, the first of 3 events she's slated to run during the Games. Gu says she chose to compete for China despite being raised mostly in the U.S. because she wants to use sport as a way to bridge culture and to inspire young women to pursue their athletic dreams. Now, Chris, what a remarkable stance she's taking. It's so crazy to see people who are our age competing at the Olympics. I'll never get over that.
Now, if you were to compete in the Olympics, what do you think you would compete in?
That is a tough question. I think I think that we could make it work as a figure skating duo.
I think that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
We would have to put a lot of hard work.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what the training's like. Have you ice skated before in your life?
I have very negative experiences.
Yeah,
with ice skating,
I'm pretty clumsy, so I don't really know how. We'd try our best. We'd have fun, that's what matters. Well, that is all we have for this Tuesday edition of TV2 News. Thanks so much for joining us.
When TV2 is off the air, keep up to date at KentWired.com and on socials at KentWired. I'm Chris Abreu.
And I'm Maddy Haberberger. Have a great night, Portage County. We'll see you next week.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.